Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Lady Night Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker. We made the long trip up to Warsaw tonight. We're at the Tiger Den, one of Derek's and I's favorite gyms. Just a great setting up here. The gym is very well done, and we're excited to be here. Not a big crowd tonight. A few of the Norwell faithful made the trip up. Of course, your boys are playing down at Bluffton tonight, and that game we've actually got on the iPad here, on Derek's iPad, so we'll be keeping an eye on that and give you some updates from time to time. It's unusual that the boys and the girls play on the same night, but it, I believe, happens twice this year over the course of the season, and this is the first time as we get ready for the Christmas holiday on Monday. We appreciate you joining us this evening, and this should be a good one. Harold's calling it a one-point game. Warsaw's favor. Warsaw coming into this one is 9-3. Of course, your Lady Knights 7-4. Norwell coming off a loss at home the other evening to Dwenger, a very physical, fast game, and we expect it may be as physical here tonight, but certainly not as fast. Warsaw coming off a victory over Triton, 46-14. Warsaw does a great job up here, very professional. They supply game notes, and we'll share some of those with you at home as well. The Lady Tigers are 4-1 at home, and they play their next 3 games, this one plus the next 2, here at the TCU Court at Tiger Den, sponsored by Teachers Credit Union, which is a pretty cool thing. And looking around the gym here, they have the rafters full of championships from a variety of sports. Warsaw's always had a successful girls program as well, and I know, Derek, you're expecting a tough one this evening.
Yeah, we sure are. This Lady Tigers team has a lot of history behind it, as you touched on. There's a couple of state championships and a couple runner-ups in there for Warsaw here. This evening, this Lady Tigers team, their last victory, giving up just 14 points in the contest, and I think that gives you a little bit of an idea of how stifling their defense can be. This is a team that really focuses on defense, and that's not to say they're not offensive-minded, because they're very, very patient. And I guess the one thing that I could draw the best comparison to another team around the area historically is Heritage Boys. They're very, very patient. If you're Norwell, you've got to figure out a way to get up early. If you get ahead early, it's going to make it very difficult for Warsaw to come back in this game. These two teams have only played 3 times over the last 15 years, I believe. It's a series that was started just a few years ago, and Warsaw leads the series 2-1, and both of those victories coming at the Castle. The last time the Lady Knights came up here was an overtime victory by 2 points. If I recall correctly, I think Stephanie Conrad actually hit a couple of free throws with just a few seconds left to send it to overtime, and then the Lady Knights held on there in OT. And, of course, to my knowledge, the only other time Norwell has been in this gym was in the semi-state back in 2014. So these particular Lady Knights are not real familiar with this gym. Coach Thornton is, and I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing that we have about what a great facility this is for high school basketball in the state of Indiana. But, again, going back to their defense, I asked Coach Thornton before the game tonight, what do you think is most important offensively? And he said it's more than likely going to be a game similar to that of Concordia, where you're not going to get your first option or maybe not your second option. You're going to have to look for your third and fourth options and be very, very patient on offense. This is a sagging team on defense. They will fill the gaps very quickly. So this is going to be a difficult night for Norwell to score. And if they're not able to shoot the ball, if those shooting struggles that have came about over the last couple of games continue, the Lady Knights are going to have a real tough time picking up a victory here on the road.
Well, and shooting is the key for this squad. When they're not shooting well, they're a different team. They just not that their defense isn't good, because their defense is very good. I guess the way I would say it would be, when they're not shooting well, they're a slightly above average team. When they're shooting well, there's not too many teams that can beat them.
No, and we saw that against Homestead. If Norwell's not cold in the first quarter of that game, that goes to the wire. They played them even. They outplayed them the last 28 minutes of the game. Yeah. So for Norwell, it's very dependent on the shooting, and I think they've done a great job the last couple games creating good shot opportunities. Yeah. They're getting the looks they want. The offense is succeeding. Everything's going right, except the fact that it's not going in the basket. Now, the other problem with the Dwenger game was that they turned it over 26 times. Now, granted, 10 of those were in the first quarter. They did a much better job towards the end, but they had a couple of critical turnovers after they had gotten their first lead of the game off the Wilson three. And then you think maybe Norwell's building some momentum. They're up 51-48 with just a couple of minutes to go. And then after Barker misses her second free throw, Rouse fouls out of the game. Yeah, and that absolutely killed Norwell down the stretch.
Yeah, it sure did. Logan Rouse is such a key component of this team. She's the leader of the team, and just does a great job of, when they do need to get some offense, she can create it.
Yeah.
And she's got just a good sense for, when to pull up, when to take it all the way to the rim. And when she wasn't able to be on the floor in those closing possessions, made it difficult on the Lady Knights.
It sure did. And I asked Coach Thornton before the game, what are the two most important things you've got to do tonight? And he thought it was the ability to bounce back and forth between the man and the 1-3-1. They are going to run a little bit of the 1-3-1. He's starting to feel more confident with this team. Now, in the past, that's been, again, a staple of Coach Thornton's teams. The 1-3-1 trap has been very, very effective. I think this team is more primed for a man defense because they don't have a tremendously long team, but they do a nice job of packing it in and fronting the post. Just some very basic principles on defense that I think they do very well. And he also touched on the ability to rebound out of those. And then the other thing he said was they got to play 32 minutes. They're right on the cusp of winning a couple of those games. You talk about the Northwood game, the Concordia game, the Dwenger game. 3 of the 4 losses.
Even the Homestead
game. They're down 9. They had cut it. It was over 20 points, and it was down to 9 points in the fourth quarter. So really they've been in all of the games. The question is going to be, how can they play down the stretch? All these games right now are tremendous experiences as you go into the tournament.
Right.
So this is why Norwell schedules these kind of games right now. And the schedule certainly doesn't get any easier. After tonight, they go to Plymouth. After the holiday, December the 30th, they'll play 2 games up there at Plymouth against the home team, the Lady Pilgrims, and then against Wawasee in the evening contest. Always a fun shootout type of day, and that format is based around trying to get you set up for a regional type of Saturday afternoon. So that's going to be another good experience for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, and, I was talking to a couple of the parents of players before the game, and we talked about the fact that, you just knew with this team, they've got a couple of great senior leaders, but overall a very young team. And you just knew that they were going to have their nights where they struggle. But when they put everything together, whether that's tonight, next week, the week after, they are going to put everything together. And this team is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I think they're kind of looking for one game for that to click, and I think everything in this season can turn around.
Yep.
Really, this team's ceiling is so high. I really think that they can compete with the best teams in 3A if they're playing the best basketball that they can.
Agree.
So, it's just going to be a matter of finding the rhythm at the right time of the season. How hot can you be going into the tournament? Because you've got a sectional where there are 4 teams, 3 plus Norwell, that can legitimately win the sectional. You've got Marion, you've got Belmont, and you've got Lures, who, by the way, Lures having a tremendous year. all 4 of those teams can win the sectional, and not having it at home this year is going to be a disadvantage. Got to go over the teepee and play at Belmont. That's a difficult place to win. We know that from the past, and then it certainly doesn't get any easier in regional with more than likely Concordia if the Lady Knights are able to get that far.
Well, we will be taking a break here as we're listening to recorded national anthem tonight. So for the announcements and the national anthem, instead, we'll break away here from a couple of sponsors and be back after these words.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Tiger Den. We're just about set for the starting lineups. We will turn it over to the public address announcer here for those.
The Lady Tigers are hosting the Lady Knights of Norwell High School. And here are the starting lineups, first of all, for Norwell. Starting at guard, number 10, Brielle Wilson. At forward, number 12, Aubrey Deming. At guard, number 24, Kaylee Billings. At forward, number 32, Brianne Barker. And at forward, number 44, Logan Kroll. The Lady Knights are coached by Eric Thornton, assisted by Nathan Drake, Kristen Ross, and Shannon Walter. And now for the Lady Tigers.
Once again, those starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Warsaw Lady Tigers, it's Maddie Ryman, Brielle Harrison, Casey Bragg, Emma Bonenkamper, and Kaylee Patton for the head coach here in his first year at Warsaw, Lenny Krebs. For your Norwell Lady Knights, it's Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Kaylee Filling, Brianne Barger, and Logan Rouse for head coach Eric Thornton. Of course, Eric in his 21st year with the program. program that he's built. And well over 300 wins now. In fact, he's got 315 wins in his 21-year career.
Puts him at 19th in the active coaching leaders in the state of Indiana.
Aubrey Dunnick winning that tip, really getting off her feet at center court. Here at the Tiger Den, they've got the, just love that paint job with the tiger rips in the floor as Felling is called for traveling on that left baseline, and that's a habit she's working to try to fix.
That sure is. And it's just a freshman mistake, and it continues to be. It'll come. That time will come. Do want to give you a score update. After one at Bluffton, it is a 10-6 Norwell lead.
It's like handling the ball out front for the most part is Ryman. As there's a turnover. The Knights will head the other way as Barger ended up on the floor, and that's going to be a foul on number 33, Emma Bonenkamper. Bonenkamper picks up her first. She's a 5'8" senior.
Also do want to let you know that it was a 37-26 Warsaw win in the JV contest here tonight.
Dunnick tracking down the ball. Tipping it away was Patton. Warsaw in what appears to be a 3-2 zone right now. You don't see that too often. That's kind of unusual. Of course, it kind of 1-2-2, 3-2s, they look the same with that top defender back and forth.
Another travel.
Yeah, Felling's going to be called for another one. Neither team yet to get off a shot as we're over a minute into the first quarter of this ball game.
Yeah, unless either team heats up, this game has a very good chance not to get out of the 30s.
Yeah, as the Harrell picked the game in the 40s, I think 46-45 maybe.
That's correct, yep.
And actually, Warsaw's only been out of the 40s one time in their 12 games, and that's going to be a very light foul called on Logan Rowles. It'll be the Knights first. Boy, it didn't look like a whole lot of contact there. Now, we are a bit blocked by the basket.
Yeah, we've definitely got a unique angle here at Warsaw for video.
Well-run inbounds play as the shot by Bonenkamper was blocked. Filling picks it up, heads the other way. Able to get the shot off, but it didn't go. Bonenkamper pulled down the rebound. Well, good defense by the Knights as Ryman heads the other way. From about 17 feet with the first basket, Casey Bragg gives the Lady Tigers a 2-point lead. That basket came with 6:05 here in the first quarter. Knights running their zone offense. We talked about how important it is for them to knock down shots from the outside tonight. They're being very patient with the basketball as it was knocked into the backcourt by Bonenkamper.
Yeah, I like the Lady Knights' patience, though, and an offensive foul. It's going to be on Barger.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of contact there, but the Tiger defender did a really good job of selling it. Brienne driving to the basket with her left hand.
And also Barger, much bigger and stronger than a lot of defenders.
Norwell playing man-to-man defense to start this one. It's Bonenkamper with the basketball being guarded by Barger. And Bonenkamper having a little trouble with the basketball. Norwell really, that's a travel on Bonenkamper, on Patton, and that will be the Lady Tigers' second turnover. Patton wearing 34, Bonenkamper 33. Felling, the freshman out there starting. She's been starting now for probably the last 5-6 games for Coach Thornton.
And she's played with a much more aggressive mentality since she's been in the starting role. That's a third travel for Norwell. I got to figure something out as Greg, just one shot, is that correct? on the evening.
Yep. One shot. Kaylee Felling on the break.
That's right.
One shot in 3.5, well, almost 3.5 minutes. Possessions are going to be at a premium. There's no doubt about that. Norwell's going to have to take advantage of them when they get them. On the other hand, Warsaw's only taken 2 shots, so a grand total of 3 shots in almost half a quarter. That's Patton on the drive as she muscles it up and in.
Yeah, and what I've noticed on the first couple of possessions for Warsaw is it's a lot of dribble drive offense. It's just trying to split the gaps and find a way to the rim. So a lot of their shots coming right at the rim so far for the Lady Tigers.
Rouse at the top of the key, throws it away. That'll be the 4th turnover already on the Lady Knights, and Coach Thornton's going to have to burn a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here and let you know that Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. If you're 18, able to work 10-hour days, and can pass pre-employment and background screenings, please apply online at jobs.kroger.com. Then click on Logistics and Distribution, then search for Bluffton. That's jobs.kroger.com. Also, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that's best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first, home improvement. Get a hold of James at 260-307-6313.
4:01 left in the first quarter of play, and we've got just 4 points as expected to some point, but Norwell doesn't have any of them right now, and they've only taken 1 shot. 4 turnovers so far for the Lady Knights, so a quick 30-second timeout called by Coach Thornton to try to curb that a little bit.
Well, and 3 of those 4 turnovers were traveling calls as the Knights go to a 1-3-1 trap, and Brielle Wilson, an excellent block from behind.
Good defensive play that time by Wilson.
She blocked Ryman. Tigers inbounding right below us here. Boy, that took a long time to get in. Ryman gives it up to Harrison. That's really the first touch for Harrison in this one. She's a 5'10" sophomore, so Warsaw with some youth as well as Ryman gets free. The little floater's no good, and Barger pulls down the rebound. That's the first rebound of the game for the Knights. But at least I credit him with. Actually, though, Felling had one earlier.
Barger's strong rebounding numbers continuing to improve here over the last several games.
You know, she really has as Felling gets free.
That was a nice move by Kaylee Felling right there, and it cuts the Warsaw lead in half.
She was able to get it up high off the backboard. That's Patton. In the corner, Ryman. It's taken away from her, and Rouse will leave it for Wilson. Wilson slows it down.
Kaylee's been much better at the little runner, the little floater, teardrop, whatever you want to call it, inside for the Lady Knights here as of late. And this, I believe, is going to be a shooting foul coming for Logan Rouse as she was held on the way up.
Actually, I think they're going to say that was on the floor. Nope, they are going to let her shoot free throws.
First free throws of the game for either team.
That foul was called on, not sure who it was called on.
Yeah, they're trying to figure that out right now, actually, as the official was called to the scorer's table. I think the number he gave was not on the floor.
Well, it's still not on the scoreboard.
Now it is, and it's number 33.
That's her second.
Yeah.
So she has both fouls for Warsaw. Some subs coming in for the Knights. Bales and Shelton in for Coach Thornton.
Well, Greg, what a half at Bluffton. 3 minutes left in the first half, and it's 13-8. About like what this game's probably going to be.
Wow. Well, it's a 4-3 game here with 2:38 left in the quarter. Into the game for Warsaw, we've got number 5, Haley Shipp, and number 3, Kennedy Patton.
It's actually, yep.
That's batted away by Rouse, and Lady Tigers will retain possession. 13-8.
Yep. It's actually pronounced Hallie Ship, as
Hallie Ship, that is
it
correct.
Is,
very good.
Provided to us as well in the pronunciation guide here at Warsaw. Really just
That's
a
nice.
professional type of production here at the Tiger Den.
Ryman gets it into the corner to Patton. 2 Pattons. So there's Kennedy Patton and Kaylee Patton.
Kaylee's the one that started.
Right. Another steal, this time by Barger, and she gets it to go. Boy, great strong take there by Brianne Barger. She hits her first shot and has a chance to complete a 3-point play.
Barger's been much better from the line the last couple games as well.
She has. She's been very good. On Tuesday evening, she was 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and hopefully that doesn't jinx her. Does not. Norwell with a 2-point lead now.
So this is a 6-point run. Nothing to build momentum or anything, but just kind of a extended run, 6 points in a row. The defensive pressure has turned up significantly for the Lady Knights. That's going to be a foul well away from the basket on Maya Shelton. Shelton played in the JV game as well, 1 quarter, just as she did in the Dwenger game. This time it was in the 2nd quarter instead of the 3rd. Didn't have near as much success tonight as she did. I believe she got in double figures in just the 1 quarter last Tuesday.
Kaylee Patton checks back in for the Lady Tigers. Yeah, I believe she had 6 tonight in that 1 quarter of play. Yeah. Into the corner, that's the other Patton, Kennedy Patton.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, it really was. As number 5, Hallie Ship, knocks down the 3-pointer.
That was a really nice possession for Warsaw.
Kaylee Patton with the assist as they retake a 1-point lead.
Yep.
Barger's going to be fouled again. This time I think it's going to go on 31, Casey Bragg, but we'll check it.
Barger's gotten a lot of touches here so far tonight. I like that. I think that's a good weapon for Norwell to utilize, especially on the interior play.
Actually, they called that foul on Kaylee Patton. I did not see that. As Lauren Bales kind of had to chase it down there. Bale's going to reverse sides of the floor. Great pass underneath, and Barger's going to be fouled again. And I think this is going to be the 2nd foul on Kaylee Patton.
Boy, again, just kind of pounded it into Barger right now, and she's having success getting to the line.
That's 2 fouls now on Bonenkamper and Kaylee Patton. I'm sure Coach Krebs not thrilled to see that as Barger continues to shoot accurately from the free throw line. Patton will take a seat. She's replaced by Brielle Harrison. Harrison was a starter, and
you're kidding me. He said Barger was over the line. Well, she must have lined up too far in front of the line. You don't see that called very often outside of middle school basketball.
You sure don't. We're all tied up at 7.
But that is not a miss, by the way.
Nope. As Ryman almost went back over half court. Boy, Maya Shelton really getting after it on top of that trap. The 1-3-1 in play. On the baseline, that's Kennedy Patton. Warsaw having a tough time figuring out how to beat this Norwell 1-3-1. Bales is doing a good job on the back line as well, running the baseline. Getting free was Kennedy Patton. She could not hit that 3 attempt, and Wilson pulls down the rebound and throws it away. That's the 5th turnover on the Lady Knights with 24.1 seconds left in this first quarter.
I would have liked to see Norwell slow it down there and look for one shot, especially in a tie game. You're not going to have a lot of possessions anyway. No reason to push that and force yourself into a mistake. And again, 5 turnovers in this game is like 10 turnovers in the Dwenger game.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Tons of turnovers. I think I had a total of 57 turnovers in that Dwenger game. 26 on the Lady Knights, 31 on Dwenger. It's a long 3 by Ryman. Wow. Finds the net. That is going to end the first quarter. A big shot for Maddie Ryman. I think she thought there was less time on the clock than what there was. We'll take a break here from a couple of sponsors and be back with second quarter action here in Warsaw after these words.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
And welcome back to the Tiger Den here at Warsaw. We are at the end of the first quarter. Kind of a desperation three thrown in at the end of the quarter to put Warsaw up 10-7. And as we look back, that could end up being a big shot in this game. Also want to update you on the halftime score at Bluffton. It's a 21-10 Norwell lead at the halftime break. And, Greg, that game started just a minute or two before the first quarter here, and they're already at the half.
That is a fast-moving game. I got a feeling that there's not a lot of fouls being called in that one.
Probably not.
Probably not a lot of turnovers either. As we get started here with the second quarter action, a couple of players on the bench, a couple of starters for Warsaw, both Bonenkamper and Kaylee Patton with 2 fouls. Warsaw working hard. Norwell back to its man-to-man defense. They're in that 1-3-1 for a while. Ryman on the drive. The floater is going to go. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Kaylee Filling. We'll have to check it. And it was. That'll be Kaylee's first, team's third. Well, team's fourth, they say. Yeah, it is 4, actually. As Ryman able to cash in the free throw. She's got the last 6 points for the Warsaw Lady Tigers, and that is their lead. Oh, boy, that was a sloppy pass up top. Knights able to control it, though. Wilson up at the top, and we know Brielle can knock down some threes if she can shake loose. She doesn't necessarily aggressively look for it, and Barger drug her pivot foot. That's Norwell's 6th turnover.
Not a forced turnover either.
No. Kylie Topp's going to check in for the Knights for the first time, and Barger will take a seat. Ryman directing traffic as Norwell's gone back to the 1-3-1 with Brielle Wilson up there.
I think that's a good move. They had some success with this in the first quarter, and it kind of confused Warsaw on offense.
Well, they had an opening there, but the pass wasn't good enough, and they turn it over. Norwell on the break. I think that was a good decision by...
Nice. Well, it's a nice aggressive move by Dunnock. She just wasn't able to finish.
That was a great move.
Yeah.
Split the defenders.
Just got to find a way to put it in the basket.
Yeah.
It's been really the problem, and it's not been a singular player at all. It's not been an individual problem. It's been a team issue.
Yeah. Norwell's only taken 4 shots. There's another steal, this time by Dunnock, and a foul's going to be called.
Yeah, that's an incredible stat.
Yeah.
4 shots, and we are through 10 minutes of this game almost.
Casey Bragg picks up her first foul. That is... They say that's 6 fouls on Warsaw. I don't know where that 6th one is at this point. Warsaw staying in that 1-2-2, 3-2 zone. 3-2, I guess, would be the more traditional as Dunnock tries to drive. The ball was partially blocked by Bragg, but the Knights will retain possession with 5:59 left here in this first half. Wilson able to get it into Rouse. Nice shot block. Couldn't get it to go. It's a great
nice board.
fake.
Still couldn't get the shot to go. Another nice look. Offensive rebound by Wilson, and she missed the shot too.
That was Bragg that actually pulled down the defensive rebound. And again, Norwell with a couple pretty good looks there. That's Ryman with the basketball. It's normally in her hands. Inside, that's Harrison. Can't get it to go, and Filling pulls down the rebound.
Good rebound by Kaylee.
Yes, it was.
Got to be under control here. Oh, nice move.
Great move by Filling. She's got her 4th point of the game. And the Knights cut that Warsaw lead down to 4. Oh, that's got to be an offensive foul. As a very tough call is going to go on Kylie Top.
Wow. You can hear the gripes from the Norwell faithful as well.
Yeah, Bonenkamper just kind of put her shoulder down. And
yeah, I don't know what you want the defender to do there.
Yeah. No doubt, Derek. I thought that was pretty clearly an offensive foul on Bonenkamper. Kylie had pretty good position.
Oh, that's, wow, almost 5.
Bonenkamper on the drive, the floater no good, and Rouse pulls down the rebound and lost the handle.
Yep. I saw something today, and you kind of think about this team as well, and I think they do a nice job rebounding. But defensive rebounds are the key to a win because you can play defense for 40 seconds on a possession and not be able to get the rebound, and then you give up a score. Just
Harrison
like that time.
Got free, yep. In the corner, that's Bales. Bales has not gotten a lot of shots here recently. She was hitting threes pretty well to start the season.
In and out.
Hasn't had an opportunity. That was Dunnick on the miss, correct? Pulling down the rebound was Bonenkamper, and she throws it away. I've got Warsaw now, Derek, with 7 turnovers.
Yeah.
Norwell with 6.
Neither team has taken a great care of the basketball, but I still think a game like this favors Warsaw. The Lady Tigers have played their pace without a doubt, and it's really favoring them right now. They're up 6. Not high-scoring game at all, but this is what they want.
Yep. Good pass inside to Rouse. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Can't get it to go, and Harrison pulls down the rebound.
That was pretty good defense by Warsaw. Logan had to play through some contact there, but without fouling, that's a foul.
Yeah. Bales reached. I think it's going to go on Bales.
I believe you're right. Nope. It's on Logan.
That's her second foul.
Not good. Now, you got to be thinking, if you're Coach Thornton, you got to be thinking about taking her out pretty soon here. Barger's going to come in and Logan's going to go out here. So, then the Lady Knights are going to be playing without their senior scorer. So, this will be an interesting time for the Lady Knights. This is good for Norwell to get some experience in that area because they're going to have to do this at some point in the future.
Hallie Shipp checks back in for Warsaw. Yeah, I'll tell you, Maddie Ryman has really taken over the scoring here for the Lady Tigers. She's got 8. She's hit her last 5 shot attempts from anywhere.
If you're Norwell, though, you cannot let this lead get bigger than 8 because you're going to be playing from behind all game long. Oh, that went in. They're going to say it was on the... Oh, they're going to say it hit the bar. I don't know what they're saying. Well, I think it hit the bar behind the basket.
It must have. It was certainly way up there.
Yeah.
As Casey Bragg picks up her second foul.
Bales will shoot 2 here. Lauren's been pretty consistent from the line.
Yeah,
in the high 60s.
Yeah, she hasn't had a lot of opportunities.
No.
From the free throw line.
Well, she's a very perimeter-oriented player.
Right.
Nope.
Couldn't get this one to go. The Knights were 3 of 4 in the first quarter. And to this point, Derek, they have not attempted a 3-point basket.
Yeah, they did attempt one. There's one.
I thought it was a long 2.
Yeah, it could have been. It was definitely a perimeter shot, and missing both was Bales. So the Lady Knights can't close the gap even from the line.
in the corner. That was Bonenkamper for 2.
Well, you got to get a basket right now. Yeah, this is a really good timeout, I think, because you have to keep this thing in check.
It's a full timeout, so we will take it as well. We'll be back. The Knights trail by 10 here in Warsaw.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
Welcome back to the Tiger Den here in Warsaw. This is a 19-9 Warsaw Lady Tiger lead here. Norwell taking a timeout. Their second of the game. Coach Thornton using a full one this time. I think he recognizes the importance of Norwell needing a basket big time right now, because if you let this thing get too big, Warsaw will put it in the deep freeze in the second half. And I know for a fact they'll do that, and that's how they've got games like Columbia City. They won that game 32-22. And Columbia City only got 1 point in the last 11 minutes of that game.
Norwell now 1 of 8 from the field here in the second quarter. That's going to be a reach-in foul on Maddie Ryman. Not a lot of contact there,
no,
but it looked bad.
Good news is it puts Norwell at the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 here, and it'll be Maya Shelton, who has been arguably the most consistent shooter at the line for Norwell.
Warsaw now with 8 fouls. Norwell was 6, so the next foul on the Lady Knights will put Warsaw in the bonus. As Shelton's free throw is long. Rebound controlled by Ship.
Woes continue at the line. 4 missed free throws, and really it's like 5 because you missed the front end of a 1-and-1.
Nice steal there by Brielle Wilson. She'll head the other way. Felling ends up with it and can't get it to go. The rebound controlled by Ship.
I think it was Dunnick that spun out going down the lane there. I think that pass was actually intended for Aubrey.
Norwell back to their man-to-man defense. That's Patton with the ball up top. Kaylee Patton. Kennedy Patton on the floor as well. She's number 3. Kaylee number 34. Patton on the draw. She clearly traveled. And that'll be 9 turnovers now on the Lady Tigers.
Norwell's got to find a way to convert those into points. Take advantage of some of those turnovers.
Yeah, they trail by 10, just over 2.5 minutes left in this second quarter. It's not been for a lack of shots. The Lady Knights just have not been able to hit them after taking just 4 shots in that first quarter. Shelton travels. Tried to twist, get it away to Brielle Wilson, but she wasn't able to before she drug her foot. Brielle Harrison checks back in for Warsaw. Kaylee Patton takes a seat. Ryman directing traffic. The junior gets it to Bonenkamper. Bonenkamper trips and falls, and that's going to be...
How is that not a backcourt violation?
I do not know. They said that Maya Shelton got a finger on it, and now they're going to call a foul on Maya.
Wow. Yeah, there's been a couple interesting ones. And that one really hurts, too, because Norwell creates the turnover, clearly a turnover, and they don't get the call, and then a cheap foul, and little nickel dimer, 25 feet away from the basket, puts the Lady Tigers back at the free throw line.
Well, and that'll be Maddie Ryman, and she's been perfect from the line, 3 for 3 so far. She's got 8 points.
Warsaw has looked good from the line. Continue that stretch.
Good as well.
20-9. Norwell hadn't scored in a really long time. This is a 11-point lead now, and they're outscoring Norwell 10-2 in this quarter. Make it 11-2.
Checking back in for Warsaw will be Casey Bragg as Bonenkamper takes a seat. She was out there for a long time with 2 fouls. Should have had 3 on the charge. It wasn't called. It's a 21-9 Warsaw lead. Felling trying to create some offense on the drive. Did a good job of kicking it back up top. Oh, Brielle Wilson open for three. No good.
That's a great look, though. They got her in rhythm.
Sure was.
Yep, that's a good look.
As Harrison pulled down the rebound. That's the other Patton with the shot. She finds Ryman.
Yeah, this thing has gotten away right now. Norwell's going to have difficulty getting back into it unless they get a couple buckets before the half.
Maddie Ryman has just been on fire in the second quarter.
Yep.
As the Knights throw it away. On the break is Kennedy Patton with the tough left-handed layup.
Coach Thornton's going to use his third timeout.
Well, and he about has to.
Yeah, he does.
He'll only have 2 left for the second half. The Knights trail by 17. We'll be back.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to the Tiger Den. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of play, and Warsaw has stretched this thing to a 26-9 lead.
Norwell just has not been able to score. A number of turnovers. I've got them for 8.
Almost another one.
In this first half. And they have not shot the ball well in this second quarter either. And there's another turnover.
Almost got it back, and you can almost bet your bottom dollar Warsaw's probably going to look for the last shot here.
Well, you would think so with 43 seconds left. Ryman directing traffic. She's got 13 of the Lady Tigers' 26. 10 of those here in the second quarter.
Good inside-out ball movement for Warsaw.
That's Harrison up top. The Knights in a man-to-man, and Warsaw is going to make them work. Almost thrown away, but Harrison there on the backside to clean it up, and Coach Krebs is going to call timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will stay here. Warsaw by 17. They're going to set up a last shot here to try to end the half successfully. Folks, when you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility. You're a part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Join the Y, the Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA, located in Bluffton at 550 West Dustman Road. Also, Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com.
Warsaw basketball coming out at the timeout. 19.3 left in the first half, 26-9. I can't tell you the last time Norwell's been held to under 10 points in the first half of a contest. It's been many years.
Ryman in the backcourt being guarded by Shelton. Norwell in their 1-3-1. Almost tipped away by Top. There's
Great
the trap. And Shelton comes away with it. She will head the other way with 4 seconds and gets the shot off and scores. A nice, strong move by the freshman. And maybe that can turn the fortunes for the Lady Knights.
That's a huge basket for Norwell. That's like the best thing that you only imagine a half ending that way. You get a steal, all created by the trap on the other end.
That was Kennedy Patton called for the foul, and Shelton good on the three-point play. With 2 seconds, a long shot by Ryman is going to go out of bounds with 0.1 on the clock.
Yeah, just got to inbound it here.
That's her first miss, Derek, in the second quarter. The Knights will inbound, and that will end it. Norwell trails Warsaw here at the Tiger Den this evening, 26-12. We'll take a break and be back with stats and stories after these words.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in supporting growing businesses. And in our community, that means a lot. We believe it's important to have a local perspective. Our agribusiness professionals are from here, so they understand what it takes for agribusinesses to succeed. Like having the right banking solutions to keep agribusiness thriving. From traditional accounts to cash management and equipment loans to crop insurance. We believe we can help your business grow. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Welcome back to the Tiger Den here in Warsaw, 26-12. The Lady Tigers lead your Norwell Lady Knights here at the break. Also want to update you on the county rivalry down in Bluffton. It's a 25-16 Norwell lead with 90 seconds left in the third quarter, and Greg has the halftime statistics.
As he's still doing work on the Friday evening before Christmas.
Shouldn't be.
Apologize for the delay. Well, let's talk about the Lady Tigers first. They lead this one by 14. Knights with a little momentum going into the locker room. Hopefully they can turn things around in the second half. But it was really the Maddie Ryman show in the first half. We'll talk more about that in just a second. As a team, I had the Tigers 9 of 16 from the field and 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Now, that's all Maddie Ryman. Well, with the exception of one that was hit by Hallie Ship. Also, they were 5 of 5 from the line, and that was all Maddie Ryman. I had the Tigers for 10 turnovers and 7 rebounds. Individually, Maddie Ryman with 13. 10 of those were in the second quarter. She scored 10 of the Tigers' 16 points in that second quarter. And from there, it's really spread out. Hallie Ship made that 3. And then 4 players with 2. Kennedy Patton, Brielle Harrison, Casey Bragg, and Emma Bonecamper and Kaylee Patton also had a couple of points as well. For your Lady Knights, they ended the half with 12 points. 4 of 15 from the field is what I had. 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. 4 of 8 from the free throw line, committed 9 turnovers and had 6 rebounds. I mean, Warsaw just hadn't missed a whole lot of shots. They've only missed 7. Individually, Kaylee Felling and Brianne Barger leading the way with 4 points apiece. Maya Shelton with that 3-point play. And then Logan Rouse hit a free throw. So the normal scorers for the Knights not having a whole lot of success. Brielle Wilson 0 for 3. Aubrey Dunnick 0 for 3. Lauren Bales missed a couple of free throws. Logan was 0 for 3 from the field. And Norwell shooting 4 of 15 as a team.
Yeah, it's difficult to win when you shoot like that. And again, the struggles just continue. And you got this on this night, at least, you got to credit a lot of that to the Warsaw defense. But Norwell has still gotten their fair share of good looks. They've gotten some layups that they've missed. They've gotten they had an open 3 or an open. Well, actually, they did have a couple open 3s, and then had a long 2 that I went back to in the first half that I recalled. And nothing's going down for the Lady Knights right now, and it's going to take a night where they got to get their confidence back at some point, because once you start seeing the ball go through the basket, you get some confidence, and that's contagious. But right now, for Norwell, you have got stops are going to be critical first in the second half, because you have got to find a way to get stops. You got to dig yourself out of a 14-point hole on not very many possessions. So this is definitely a tall task for Norwell, but it's certainly doable. The Knights are still very much in this game. I think those last 3 points by Maya Shelton right before the half are really big. But again, it's crucial Norwell comes out and gets some stops to start the third quarter.
Well, and their defense has been great. I mean, Warsaw is shooting a tremendous percentage, 56% from the field, 75% from beyond the arc, and they're perfect at the free throw line.
Yeah.
But the Knights forced them into 10 turnovers in that first half. I know the Norwell Bluffton game going on down at the other Tiger Den in Bluffton this evening. What do you got there, Derek?
27-18. Norwell lead with 7.5 to play.
They're in the fourth quarter already.
They are in the fourth quarter.
Boy, that is a quick game.
It is. Not a lot of fouls. I'm going to just kind of keep my eye on it. And
no timeouts, obviously.
Bluffton has cut it to, well, you know Coach McBride's not going to use any timeouts. He is very adamant about saving them all. He wants to have all 5 going into the fourth quarter, and then he uses them spread out sometimes through the fourth quarter. But it's very important in high school, because you can't stop the clock after a big basket. So if you're down a couple of baskets, you're going to have to find a way to stop the clock, because it doesn't stop. So that's important. But talking about the Lady Knights in the second half, it really just comes back to getting some defensive stops if you're Norwell, and you got to get a chance to get back in this game. You want to keep creating some good opportunities. You just have to finish on there's really nothing else you can say except you got to finish your layups. Norwell did a much better job. Again, I don't know what it is, but a number of times this year the Lady Knights have struggled in the first quarter with turnovers, and it takes them a while to get their feet under them, get their sea legs, if you will. And then from there on, they do a much better job at taking care of the ball, and that's kind of what's happened tonight as well.
Yeah, well, they just need to keep that defensive intensity. They've played well on that end of the floor and convert some shots on the other end. We need to take a real quick break here from a couple more sponsors. We'll be right back with second half action after these words.
And they bring the ball down across the timeline. Wingman is open. He dribbles around, finds an open man in the corner, jumps, shoots, scores. Hi, Tim Steffen Financial Group. Wish your retirement was as easy as jump, shoot, score? Come to see us at our office at 110 West Cherry Street, or call us please at 824-8175. Let us work for you to reach your financial goals. Jump, shoot, score. Let us help you with that. Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Yeah, welcome back to the Tiger Den here in Warsaw. 26-12, Warsaw Lady Tiger lead here as we enter the third quarter of play. The Lady Knights will have the basketball coming out of the halftime break, and they'll be going right into your living room here as they come towards us, right below us. It kind of hope it doesn't make you dizzy because the angle's certainly unique, but we're doing our best here at Warsaw. Again, the accommodations are just great, and we certainly enjoy bringing it to you here this evening. We will also keep you updated as that Boys County rivalry continues to tighten down at the other Tiger Den in Bluffton.
Yeah, these press areas were really set up before the advent of video.
Right.
They were meant for radio broadcasters.
And they're perfect for radio.
Yeah, they really are. You're right on top of the floor as the Knights throw it away. That's the first turnover of the second half. Ryman the other way forces it up. Can't get it to go, but right there with the rebound was Casey Bragg. She'll go to the line.
Offensive board. You got to find a way to get the defensive board because you got to stop. It wasn't, I think, really a pretty good look there for Warsaw on the first try, but she wasn't able to get it to go, and Norwell not able to pull down the board. It's going to result more than likely in points here for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it's third foul on Shelton.
Greg, has Warsaw missed a free throw tonight?
They have not. They are now 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And Bragg can match their biggest lead of the game at 16. She does. Well, turnovers continuing to plague the Knights a little bit. Kylie Top on top of the offense here. And that ball is kicked. That'll remain Norwell's basketball. On the floor for the Knights to start this second half, Rouse, Shelton, Filling, Barger, and Top. So not the original starters out there. Filling will inbound. Oh, Rouse, a good little fake, and can't get the shot to go.
You just have to finish that.
Yeah, that was an awfully good look as Harrison goes the other way and Barger pulls down the miss. Boy, Brianne Barger just continues to get stronger and stronger around the rim. And just a sophomore. You tend to forget that. She's been around for a while as Shelton misses the three.
Nice rebound.
Rouse gets a couple of offensive rebounds and finally gets fouled.
Still didn't make the shot, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right at the rim.
The foul was called on Brielle Harrison. That's her first foul. Team's first here in the second half. Norwell also with the team foul. Maya Shelton staying out there with three as Rouse good on the free throw.
Well, almost half of Norwell's points have been from the line so far tonight.
Yep. That was their 5th point from the line. Just 13 overall. And Logan good on both free throws. She looked good on both of those, Derek.
She did. Looked real smooth. Kind of back to old Rouse form.
Knights employing a 2-2-1 zone trap full court.
Warsaw broke it pretty easy.
They
I think
did.
Norwell's success is going to have to come in the half court.
Kylie Top hounding Patton up top. Patton traveled, threw up kind of a wild shot, and Rouse pulled down the rebound. Knights head the other way. Boy, they could really use a score here. Barger in the lane. Nice kick out, wide open. And no good from Shelton, but Rouse pulls down another offensive rebound and throws it away.
It was right at the feet of Kylie Top.
Yeah, just really no chance for her to catch that basketball. There will be a foul called on the other end. We'll check it. It'll go on Barger, I believe. Yep. Team second as well. It'll send Casey Bragg to the line. Bragg 2 for 2 now, 3 for 3. And Warsaw continues their perfect run at the line. They're now 8 of 8 from the line. Make it 9 of 9. Boy, that is so helpful to be able to knock down free throws. Warsaw's lead back to 16. Belling finds Rouse in the corner. Rouse will drive. Good outside kick. That's Kylie Top. And Kylie Top hits the Knights' first three of the ball game.
Now Kylie gets off the schneid a little bit. She has struggled from deep, and really good look, good ball movement from the Knights, and they give it right back on the other end.
Well, that was kind of a broken play. It was good defense, and Patton picked it up and knocked it down. Kylie Top getting some extended minutes here. As much as she's played since she was taken out of that starting role.
Oh, you can't do that.
That's going to be a turnover.
Well, she was on the floor looking for an outlet, and then finally couldn't find one, so she decided she was just going to get up.
I think Logan's getting a little frustrated. She's 0 for 6 now from the field.
You can see it for sure.
There's a pass inside. She forces it up and can't get it to go, and Maddie Ryman pulls it down. From long distance, Patton again no good. The rebound batted around and pulled down by Barger.
Wow.
She's going to be fouled on the play.
No, it's going to be a jump ball call.
Oh, my.
Coach Thornton just throwing his hands in disgust that time.
Wow. Well,
what can you say about that one?
Yeah, that's an awfully tough call, as Barger certainly had position on the rebound.
Yeah.
Warsaw retains the basketball. That's Bonenkamper. She made a couple of really good offensive moves in the first half, but hadn't touched it much here the first 3 minutes of the second half. So we tick under 5 minutes to go.
Wow.
That's Ryman spinning into the lane, misses the shot, and Shelton pulled down the rebound.
Nice defensive possession for Norwell, and it's capped off by a Norwell rebound.
Felling the other way, the floater good.
Yep.
Kaylee Felling taking it all the way to the middle of the lane. Knights back in the full court pressure. Good ball movement by the Tigers to break the press.
Yeah, they don't seem fazed by that press at all.
Patton, the 16-footer, good. Kaylee Patton starting to assert her scoring, and Warsaw is going to use a full timeout. With the 16-point lead, we'll take a break and be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Now, welcome back to the Tiger Den here in Warsaw, 35-19. The Knights have just not been able to get back into this one. We've got just over 4 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. Also want to update you at Bluffton. Norwell leads 31-23 with just under 3 minutes to play in the game.
Knights will have the basketball. Kind of an interesting timeout there by Coach Krebs, as his team now up 16. That's as big as the lead's been all evening. Brielle Wilson in there for the Lady Knights coming out of the timeout. Rowles, long cross-court pass. And Warsaw back. They continue to stay in that zone as Brielle Wilson launches the three. No good. The rebound pulled down by Harrison. The Knights just have not been able to hit from outside as Bonenkamper misses. And Rowles pulls down the rebound.
Well, I was a little surprised by that shot. That
was pretty quick.
Yeah.
And Kylie Top is going to draw a foul. No shot. What in the world is this guy looking at? That foul was called on Kaylee Patton.
I don't know how you get, if it's a block.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was no contact until she went up with the shot.
Right.
Aubrey Dunnick is going to come onto the floor for the Knights. Her first time out there in the second half. She's out there along with Lauren Bales as well. Bales will launch a three, no
in
good.
And out.
And Harrison with another rebound. Yeah, it was a good-looking shot. She just couldn't get it to go.
Yep.
Ryman flips it inside. Good play. Bragg with a miss got her own rebound, and now a foul's going to be called. We'll see who that's on. It's kind of a scrum on the floor. I think it was on Kylie Top. Yep. She picks up her second. That's the third on the team here in the second half. Bonenkamper inbounding, the long inbounds pass to Ryman, and Ryman will set things up. She's really quieted down here in the second half. Can't get that floater to go either. And Brielle Wilson pulls down the rebound. She'll bring it up herself. Just over 3 minutes left in this third quarter. 7 points for the Knights here in the quarter. Wilson will launch a three, well short. Yeah. And Brielle Harrison really cleaning up on the boards.
Tried to step back and came up well short.
And Brielle now 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Harrison is really cleaning up the boards for Warsaw, and she drives and scores.
Really
Good move by Harrison.
Yeah, just kind of muscled it in, too. Nice, strong move that time by Harrison.
Biggest lead of the game for the Lady Tigers. They're up 18 as Kylie Top
this is not
launches a three. No good. Bales with the rebound and put back.
The Knights get bailed out there by Lauren Bales, but that was not a good possession. Norwell's getting a little desperate on the offensive end. I understand why, but you still got to be patient right now.
There's a turnover, and heading the other way is Brielle Wilson. Nice strong take by Brielle. That's her first points of the game. She'll go to the line for a potential three-point play. The foul's going to be called on Emma Bonenkamper. That's her third.
Wow.
Well, the Knights continue to play good defense. They've really cut into Warsaw's shooting percentage here in the third quarter as Bonenkamper takes a seat. She's replaced by Kennedy Patton. And Wilson able to convert the three-point play.
Well, Knights need a big stop here. It's down to 13. They can cut it potentially under into 10-point range if they're able to get a stop in the score.
Harrison with the cross-court pass. That's Hallie Shipp. I did not see. She must come in out of the timeout earlier. Under 2 minutes to go here. Oh, almost stolen away by Bales. Harrison with the pull-up and knocks down the jumper. That was a good-looking shot.
Tough to stop that.
By Brielle Harrison. Harrison is listed at 5'10".
She plays
just a
bigger.
Sophomore. Yeah, she does. She's strong. Good pass inside to Rouse. Dunnick launches a jumper. The rebound was knocked out of bounds. Appeared to go off Brielle Harrison instead.
Yeah, now that was, again, it's pretty clear.
They're going to give the ball to Warsaw.
That's been a struggle.
Well, it's tough to go on the road, and that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But now they've not had an impact on this game.
That's thrown away. That'll be Norwell's basketball as Warsaw commits their third turnover the second half. Norwell's only committed 2 turnovers in this second half. Again, they've just not been able to knock down shots. They've had several offensive rebounds. In the baseline, that's Dunnick. Wilson will launch a three and hit it.
That's a big shot.
That's a huge shot for the Knights. That's just their second three of the game. And foul's going to be called on Filling.
That's a tough foul to pick up.
It's her second. Fourth in the second half on Norwell. Inbounding will be Kennedy Patton. And Maddie Ryman, who had 13 points in the first half, she's been held scoreless here in the second. 0 for 3 from the floor. Nice ball movement.
Breakdown on Norwell. That's still because they came with too much help and it left her open underneath.
Casey Bragg with 6 points in the quarter. She picked up where Maddie Ryman left off. In the corner, that's Lauren Bales for 3.
Well, the Knights starting to heat up finally from 3-point range. That's the only way they're going to stay in this game.
Kaylee Felling with the assist. And the Knights down just 11 now. Boy, if they can get a stop and a basket, And that shot was missed by Ship. Wilson came out of there with the rebound. She's going to launch another three and hit it. Brielle Wilson.
Got to get a stop.
9 points in the quarter. A long shot by Ryman. Bounced off the rim. Doesn't go. And the Knights with some life. They're down 8 as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in northern Indiana. Are you suffering from chronic pain? Maybe you just had a knee replacement, or are an athlete injured during a recent game, or just someone who tweaked your back perfecting your golf swing. Choose IPT for your physical therapy. IPT is a cost-effective therapy provider who accepts all insurance plans. We offer the highest credentialed and most reputable staff in the area. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and can schedule you the same day you call. You can find any of our 17 Indiana Physical Therapy locations near you and know that we will assist you in getting you back to work, play, and life. Contact IPT or your physician to start your therapy today. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Now, welcome back to the Tiger Den. We are through 3 quarters of play, but the Lady Knights are trying to charge back in this one. They'll start the quarter with the basketball as well. They trail by just 8. They've cut their biggest deficit in that third quarter, I believe, was 16. So they've cut that in half down to 8. A couple of big threes from Wilson, along with one from Lauren Bales. And now the Lady Knights need a score, and they'll be right back in it.
That's Dunnick on the baseline. Good drive and a score. And that's the first basket of the game for Aubrey Dunnick. The lead now down to 6. Now that's the kind of shot you like to see Aubrey Dunnick take. Took it all the way to the rim as Ryman gets free, no good.
Warsaw looks flustered.
They do. Barger pulls down the rebound. And Maddie Ryman has gone ice cold in the second half. Norwell trying to narrow this lead. There's Kaylee Filling for 3, no good. The rebound, though, corralled by Brielle Wilson.
And then it's taken away, and then a foul.
That's going to go on Maddie Ryman, I think.
No, it's on Wilson.
Oh, it was on Wilson, okay.
Yeah. She lost the ball first, and then Ryman, who had controlled it, got fouled by Brielle. That's the 5th team foul here in the second half.
Well, Norwell is definitely back in this ball game now.
Oh, yeah.
Warsaw has acted a little unsure of themselves on the last couple of trips.
Here's what I think's happening here. Norwell has kind of turned the pace in their favor. Norwell's a team that can really get out and run a little bit. They're going to call another foul. I don't know how you can call a foul on that. They're both going for the ball. Really just a scrum on that one, but it is what it is, and it's on Brielle. It's just her second, but now it's the 6th. And the thing you don't want to do for Norwell is put Warsaw to the line. They still have not missed so far tonight.
No, 9 for 9 to this point. Norwell 6 of 10 from the line.
That's not a bad percentage.
No, they made the only 2 they took in the third quarter.
Yeah, both those were Rouse, correct?
That's correct. Norwell shot 10 free throws and Warsaw 9, so pretty even in that department. Boy, Norwell really getting after it in their man-to-man here. It's been a long possession. Bonenkamper gets free, can't hit the shot, and Dunnick pulls down the rebound.
Nice pass
on the break. That was an excellent pass from Aubrey Dunnick. Coach Krebs wants a full timeout. And the Knights have that lead down to 4. We'll take a break and be right back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the Tiger Den in Warsaw. And Greg, what do you know? The Lady Knights have life if Now, this is a huge if. If Norwell is able to come back and somehow find a way to win this game, this is the situation where they haven't been real good here as of late, closing out games. Now, granted, they've been down 16 points for a majority of the second half, but if they're able to come back and win this game, this could be the game that we talked about, the turnaround game for the Lady Knights.
Well, they did have a very good fourth quarter against Homestead, I know.
Sure. Yeah, just the hole was too deep, and just a great team that can just beat you every way possible.
No doubt. That's Maddie Ryman.
Steal.
And a good steal by Barger. Dunnick will lay it up and in. And the Lady Knights now only trail by 2 points. Excellent defense. Barger created the turnover there. The fourth on the first on the Lady Tigers here in this fourth quarter. That's a long shot by Kaylee Patton, and boy, they needed that. That kind of stemmed the tide of the Knights. That's Patton's second three. There's Brielle Wilson answering it, and Wilson now with 3 threes in the second half after missing her first 4 shots.
The pace has quickened as well.
Yes,
Man.
it has. It's really gone in Norwell's favor. This is not the pace that Warsaw wants to play. Kaylee Patton. Kaylee Patton doesn't look like your typical guard. She's listed at 5'8", throwing up those 3-pointers. She's just a sophomore. There's a long three by Ryman, no good, and Dunnick pulls down another strong rebound.
That's a foul going this way. On this possession, Norwell can tie or take the lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, Warsaw's frustrated right now.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I think that's going to go on Bonencamper.
By the way, we do want to let you know that Norwell has won the cross-county rivalry 40-31 in a grinded-out game. Here we've got a terrific one. It looked like it was going to be a snoozer here in the second half. Warsaw had this thing well under control. The Knights have battled back and can tie or take the lead with 5 minutes to play.
They were up 26-12 at halftime. Rouse, great pass underneath, and Barger scores. Excellent ball movement. And the Knights have tied it up here in Warsaw this evening with 4:48 to go. And they've got all the momentum right now, Derek.
They do.
Really getting it after in that 1-3-1. That's tapped out of bounds, but it'll remain the Tigers' ball. And it's been, again, the defense that have pulled them back. They've hit shots in this second half, but the defense has really been tough. Maddie Ryman. And they played good deep. We talked about it. They played good defense in the first half. Brielle Wilson almost picked up a foul there.
Yep.
Knights flying all over the floor. And that's going to be a foul on Logan Rouse. It'll be her third.
1-1 coming for Warsaw now for the rest of the game. So Norwell did a good job keeping away from that 7th foul for a while. So now they will go to the line for the rest of the contest. And shooting the free throws is going to be, I think it's Hallie.
Hallie Ship.
Yep.
Ship goes to the line for the first time this evening. As we mentioned, the Lady Tigers 9-9 going into this fourth quarter, and Ship misses the first one. Ship is a junior. That was Barger that pulled down another rebound.
Norwell can take their first lead since the first quarter.
Brielle Wilson running the motion offense up top. You might be able to hear Coach Thornton saying that as a turnover on the Knights. Warsaw. Good hustle by Filling to get back on defense.
Filling's been real active, and I think it just kind of shows a player's intensity after committing a turnover on the other end to get back and knock that thing out of bounds.
Maya Shelton sits back down as Aubrey Dunnick back on the floor for the Lady Knights. She did not start this second half, and she has been a factor since she came back in. Getting free was Bonencamper for 2. That's just her 4th point of the game. And Filling's going to travel. She did.
Yeah, she did. And that's the kind of stuff, and Coach Thornton is just, I mean, what do you do about that? There's just, you need to be under control in a situation. There's no reason to rush that at all. I mean, you're down 2. You got 3:49 to go. You just want to look for a good shot on that possession.
Well, that's just a freshman mistake. I mean, she was, that could have been a traveling call on Maddie Ryman. No whistle, though.
Oh, nice. Oh!
They cannot call a foul on Aubrey Dunnick on that.
That's a horrible call.
That is a pathetic call.
You know what? And that probably would have been a layup. And if it hadn't been a layup, it would have been a foul on Warsaw because Dunnick had gotten that ball clean. That's just not a good call.
That's just a shame because she grabbed the basketball, and you really can't fault a player for being taller and stronger than the player she's going up against.
That's
Maddie
really
Ryman,
unfortunate.
Who's been perfect from the line tonight.
Yeah, they've missed just once.
You know, I was telling Mr. Thornton before the game how I try not to yell at the referees too much, but there's been a lot of questionable calls here this evening, and none of them have been in the Knights' favor. 3.5 minutes to go. The Knights trail by 4. Still in this one, though. They'd come all the way back. Dunnick at the high post will give it up to Wilson.
Just need a good look. Warsaw's defense has tightened.
Good ball movement there. Shelton.
No way! That is so bad. I cannot believe he called a travel right there. Coach Thornton is really, really riding the line for a tee. And what a shame it is because Norwell's right back in this thing, and a couple terrible calls that have gone against the Knights have cost them their momentum.
Yeah, it really has, and it's just a shame to see as Ryman gets free, gives it up to Ship. Ship throws up a wild shot. Barger comes out of there with it.
Got to look up.
As she takes it all the way.
Yeah, she scored anyway, so if you can do that, you don't have to look up.
End to end for Brianne Barger. The Knights back to within 2.
And a steal. Norwell comes up with it. It's Shelton with it on the run.
Shelton gets the shot up and in. Wow, what a shot by Maya Shelton. And we're all tied at 48.
And they throw it away. Norwell can take the lead. They've got a chance again with 2.5 to play.
Boy, Warsaw making it very difficult on the Warsaw Lady Tigers. They've had 7 turnovers here so far in the second half as Brielle Harrison checks back in for Warsaw. 2:34 on the clock.
Yep, Norwell needs a really good possession here. They don't need to rush anything. They can be real patient if they want. Oh my goodness. You know what? This is absolutely pathetic. This is unbelievable.
It has got.
You know, and it is. And not a single call here in the fourth quarter. And how do you call that? Oh my goodness. This is the worst it's been in a while.
Well,
and
we've seen a lot of bad officiating already this year. We've just not seen anything this one-sided. Dunnick takes it all the way. Can't get it to go, but she will go to the line. If that's on Kayleigh Patton, it's her 4th.
Well, Dunnick is not a good shooter, but she's got the chance here to put Norwell in front.
It is on Kayleigh Patton. It'll be the 5th team foul. Folks, if you're just listening to the game, if you can see it, you know what we're talking about. But if you're just listening, it's been a struggle for these officials to get a lot of calls right here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Norwell, a friendly bounce for Aubrey Dunnick, and she gives Norwell its first lead since the first quarter.
Kennedy Patton back into the game as Maddie Ryman takes a seat.
In and out.
As Casey Bragg pulls down the miss.
She did make the big one, though. Now Norwell's playing in front, so you're forcing Warsaw to get a basket. That was a walk.
That's Kennedy Patton with the basketball. Now Bragg gives it back to Patton. Warsaw being very patient here, trailing by a point.
Wow, that was close. They're really walking the tightrope out there.
Bonenkamp throws up a wild shot. She's going to get bailed out, and I think that's going to go on Aubrey Dunnick.
You know, I thought maybe that would be on the floor. And it is on the floor, so it's 1-1 instead of 2 shots.
It was on the floor on this end. Aubrey picks up her 2nd foul.
Okay, now wait a minute. We've got one official signaling 1-1 and one signaling 2 shots, so I don't know what's coming.
Well, it's got to be 2 shots because that's only our 4th team foul.
No, it's the 9th team foul.
9th team
yeah,
foul. You're
the
right.
top of that's burnout. And now an over-the-back foul called on Warsaw.
That'll go on Casey Bragg.
And that's a huge front-end miss. So it's the 6th team foul on Warsaw. If you're Norwell, what does this possession look like, Greg?
Well, I'll tell you, I think we've got to be very patient with it. Get a good shot, even if it's a 3.
Yeah, I agree.
One of your shooters.
I agree. But I think you do have to be patient. No reason to rush anything unless it's a layup. you really shouldn't be taking a shot unless it's open or it's a layup.
Yeah, if it's Shelton, Rouse, Wilson, I'm fine with the three-pointer out there. Going to see the motion offense.
Yep, just got to take care of the ball.
Dunnick into the lane.
Offensive foul. Yeah, well, there's nothing you can do if you're Norwell. You just got to keep playing because that you can't do anything about that. It's another turnover for Norwell. They need a big-time stop. 1:38 to play.
Well, Aubrey had the right idea.
Yeah. Oh, she did.
Minute and a half left. Kaylee Patton into the front court. That's Ryman, who's back on the floor. She's not been much of a factor here in this second half. Bonenkamper free. Can't get the jumper to go, and Wilson pulls down the rebound.
Got to slow it down right here.
I don't know that was the shot that Coach Krebs wanted, as Coach Thornton will take a timeout. We'll check to see the length of the timeout. It's at 30, so we'll keep it here. Enjoy Friday fun every Friday from noon to 6 p.m. and bowl for just $1 and get 50-cent shoe rental at the Bowling Center, South Main Street in Bluffton. Also, Heidi Automotive is celebrating over 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles and an outstanding service department. Visit HeidiMotors.com to view their inventory. And Derek, if you're Coach Thornton, what are you thinking here?
Well, it all depends on how much trust you have in your team's ability to take care of the ball. And Warsaw, even if Norwell's a good team, and we'll assume that they are, Warsaw's good at creating turnovers. So I think you still have to be looking for a shot, but it has to be a really, really good one.
Norwell with 16 turnovers on the evening. Rouse being guarded by Harrison. The Tigers in a man-to-man now as Barger bumped pretty firmly.
Nice pass. There's a foul. And that's going to put Norwell at the line. And it's Barger, I think.
I think the foul was on Bonenkamper. It is. That's her fourth.
I take it back. It's on Dunnick. It's going to put Dunnick at the line. So that's going to be a big situation here for the junior.
And she's shooting 1-and-1 and gets it to go. Boy, that's a big free throw.
Yeah, this one's big, too, because it can put them up 3.
Kaylee Filling will check back in for the Knights. Maya Shelton takes a seat. Maya played a full quarter for the JV, and she has been on the floor a lot in this varsity contest.
Oh, big free throws from Dunnick.
2 huge free throws. Norwell up by 3 with 1:04 to go.
Wow,
Ryman into the front court. As she just kind of went right through
that
entire defense.
That can't happen, but Norwell still in front here, so they've got a chance. They need to take care of the ball and get to the line, and there it is.
That'll be the 5th foul on Emma Bonenkamper.
Yep, she had to foul.
She will foul out with 4 points.
Kaylee Filling will go to the line for the 1-and-1, just the 8th team foul.
That'll put Kaylee Filling to the line, as you mentioned, Derek. Checking in for Warsaw's Hallie Ship. Filling with 6 points on the evening. Her first is no good.
Oh, offensive board.
Aubrey Dunnick can't get it to go.
Oh, that's tipped out. It's going to stay with Warsaw. Oh, man, just a big-time miss, and Dunnick had a chance too, but 43 seconds. You think Warsaw looks for one shot here? They might.
I can't imagine they would. I got to believe they're going to take their first good opportunity. Yeah. 1-3-1 defense for the Lady Knights.
Cannot have a breakdown.
Kaylee Patton into the front court. Oh, my goodness, Maddie Ryman from way downtown.
Wow.
I don't understand that shot at all.
I don't either.
Aubrey Dunnick with the rebound.
Well, Norwell's going to have to break the press here. It'll be out of bounds, and Wilson will key it in for the Lady Knights.
Well, that was really a poor shot selection, I believe, from Maddie Ryman. They thought about the baseball pass. Instead, Wilson will dribble it up against Ryman's defense. Good job getting away with it. Rouse gets to the basket and gets it to go. Logan Rouse put a lot of English on that basketball and will go to the line for a three-point play attempt. The foul was called.
What a shot.
On I believe it was on Casey Bragg. No, it was on Brielle Harrison.
This
her
is
third.
A huge free throw. Could put them up 2 possessions.
Rowles in and out. The rebound controlled by Harrison.
All right. Now they probably either need a quick 2 or a 3. They've got timeouts left.
That's Ryman. Thought about another 3. Instead, it's Kaylee Patton. Now Ryman into the lane.
Travel.
And a travel's going to be called. That's on Hallie Ship, and that is the 6th turnover on the Warsaw Tigers in the 4th quarter. Coach Thornton's going to use his last timeout. It is a full timeout. The Knights lead by 3 with 5.4 on the clock. We will be right back.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Tiger Den here in Warsaw. We've got about 6 seconds to play. What a game this has been. Norwell has come back from almost from the dead. I mean, they were down 16 points against a team that puts it in the deep freeze.
Well, I think they actually trailed by 18. I think 18
right.
was the biggest lead.
Norwell fans that have made the long trip are now on their feet, trying to give some encouragement with 5.4 to go. Norwell just has to close this thing out. All they need is basically a free throw, and that'll do it.
Logan Rouse will inbound. She needs to get rid of it. She finds Shelton. Shelton is tackled, and that's why she's back in the game.
Yeah.
As that foul's probably going to go on Brielle Harrison, but we'll have to check
All right.
it.
So that is the 9th team. It's a 10th team foul. So that's actually going to put Shelton in the double bonus. So she'll have 2 chances to give the Knights the win here.
There's still 3.3 on the clock, so the Knights are going to have to defend if she doesn't hit both shots. If they don't, they just need to slow them down, as Maya's first free throw off the back iron.
Timeout Warsaw. That's a good timeout.
We'll see if it should be, well, he's got a choice. It's a 30-second timeout, as Warsaw still has 1 timeout remaining. We'll keep it here. The Knights lead by 3 with 1 free throw left from Maya Shelton and 3.3 seconds, I believe, on the clock. Daniels Jewelers does in-house repair, specializing in restoration and resetting, prong retipping, and resizing. Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from many designers and settings. Daniels Jewelers on North Main in Bluffton. And Derek, big free throw coming up here from Maya Shelton.
Oh, yeah, biggest probably of the young lady's career here coming up. And if she makes it, all Norwell has to do is get away. Because even with 3.3, they do have 1 timeout, so they could, do whatever, but there will be less than a second left. So just got to make this shot, and it's over.
And she gets the roll. Huge free throw for the freshman. The Knights up by 4, 2 seconds. Ryman launches a long 3. It'll bounce harmlessly off the backboard. And a huge comeback win for the Lady Knights here at the very unfriendly confines of the Tiger Den. They pull out a 54-50 win. That's as good a win as Norwell's had in quite a while, Derek. We'll take a break, tell you all about it after these words.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for three by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with one adult and one youth per team, or two youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Bluffton Family Eye Care, our optometrists provide more than routine family eye care. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry are also specially trained to provide advanced treatment for eye infections, dry eyes, eye allergies, foreign body removal, and eye injuries. There are many treatments available for these eye health issues, and a treatment plan will be recommended based on your specific needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
And welcome back to the Tiger Den. Norwell wins this one 54-50. They trailed by at least 16 points in that second half.
They were down 18 in the third quarter.
Well, there you go. So they were down 18, and Warsaw had the thing in firm control. And then out of nowhere, Norwell finally heated up, and we knew this team had that potential, and they were kind of like a ticking time bomb. And when would it go off, and when would this team finally begin to click again? And it happened. About halfway through that third quarter, things really turned on its head for Norwell. They got control of the pace, flustered Warsaw, and they come away with a huge win on the road.
Well, they had a couple huge turnovers about midway through that third quarter. Brielle Wilson knocks down a three. It gets contagious. Lauren Bales knocked one down. Kylie Topp knocked down a three. Then Brielle comes back with another three. The turnovers kept coming for the Knights. The defense led it for them, I thought, again, all night tonight. And Coach Thornton went now with the headset on. And, Coach, as good a win as I've seen your squad have in quite a while. I had them down 18 at one point in the third quarter.
We were down 18. It's been a long time since we've had a comeback. I'm not even sure if we've come back from that deficit before in my coaching career. I know we've come from double digits before, but 18 in the third, it's not looking good. We're not playing well. They're playing really well.
They shot fantastic in the first half.
Every mistake you make, they make you pay. That was the story of the game up to that point. And I told our coaching staff right before we went into the locker room, before Maya made a play there at the end, which she traveled on, but we'll take it.
We'll take it. There was plenty that didn't go our way.
There was a lot, and a lot of that was our fault. But, I told Jim and Jason, I said, get your starting lineup ready because we're not going the same way in the second half. We have to do something. And that team's still trying to figure out how to play 32 minutes, but gosh darn it, when they decide to play with that type of purpose and fight, they're pretty good. And we're starting to talk now about if you want to make a deep run, which you could, you got to put it together. And I talked to you guys, we're trying to fight for that last inch right now. We're still not there. But this is huge for this group. What a confidence booster for them. I'm super proud of them.
What was the moment or the play in the third quarter that you thought really got your gals going?
I don't even remember what one thing might be. I just said you've gotten what you've deserved so far, and it's going to get worse if you don't do something about it. And I told them how disappointed we were in their effort. And we're just, we've got to find a way to get to that level of intensity. I think the biggest thing that we tried to also say was we've got some kids who aren't even looking at the basket against that zone. They were packing it in so much. And we just got to shoot it. We're not even looking at the rim right now. And we're so used to getting that baseline, dive the flasher, Logan, and we get a lot of that stuff. They didn't give us any of that today. And we had to hit some shots. And when we hit some shots, they came out of the zone. And I knew at that point they're going to have a tough time guarding us right now. And so proud of our kids. I'm not sure. You might have seen a turning point that you thought. I don't. It's a blur right now.
Sure.
So
I'll tell you. Here's what I saw in the third quarter. We knocked down a couple of shots, and got it down to 8 going into the fourth quarter. But here's what I noticed, and what stands out to you on that scorecard?
Yeah,
I mean,
Dunnick
Dunnick took over in the fourth quarter,
and Aubrey might have been a little bit upset, by not starting there in the third a little bit. But I've told Aubrey this: as you go, we go, and we have to have you. And she
came out, took a bad shot in the third quarter here. Right? She comes out in the fourth quarter and just absolutely dominated. I mean, I had her for 5 rebounds in the quarter, a beautiful assist on the break, took it end to end.
Huge.
And a total of 7 points. In fact, that was all her scoring. I thought she was – I don't know what the moment was in the third quarter, but I thought in the fourth quarter she was the difference.
She was huge. Aubrey is –
Brielle Wilson probably in the third quarter.
Aubrey, Brielle. Boy, the kids just stepped up. Our young kids made some shots. They made some plays. Our defense was incredible in the second half.
Yeah.
When we can get Brianna on top of the 1-3-1, we're different in our 1-3-1. Then nothing against anybody else. It's just different when we have Brianna at the top.
They were rattled.
It changes everything because she's so hard. She plays good angles up top. And the angles and her length obviously are huge. But nobody else quite does it like Brianna. And we kind of fed off of that. Our kids hit a couple shots. We got some mojo going. And I just kept thinking we're going to, do we have enough? Are we going to run out of gas here? We've expended so much, and they hit that 3, but then we came right back down and made a 3, and then that was so awesome to see our kids mature and grow up. And these girls have to continue to take ownership because there was none of that in the first half, and we played very immature and very selfish in the first half. exactly opposite in the second half.
Yeah.
And that's fun to watch them when they play that way.
We talked about it, Coach, before the game. Derek and I did in the pregame about the fact that, there's going to be a game in this season where these kids figure out they can be pretty good if they play the right way.
I hope this is it.
Yeah.
I hope this is it.
This could be it.
And so we'll try to feed off of that. We'll have our challenge for us the next 3 games. Brienne's going on the missions trip.
Okay.
We lose Brienne. Ashley's going too. So we'll have to there's an opportunity for some other kids to do some things at Plymouth, and it won't be easy. But this is a great way to go into the break on. This makes an hour and 20-minute bus trip.
It sure does.
Little bit easier.
a little bit easier to handle.
That's right.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. I know it is a long bus trip
Thank
back.
You guys.
A lot of people wanting to talk to you, but thanks so much for joining
Greg.
us, man.
Thanks, Derek.
Have a great Christmas. All right, head coach Eric Thornton with a tremendous win this evening at the Tiger Den against a very good Warsaw Tigers team. Derek, let's go ahead and get into some stats for the Lady Tigers. 50 points total. 16 of 41 is what I had them for from the field. 39% in the second half for total after shooting 56 in the first. That's the story of the game. They were 3 of 7 from beyond the 3-point line for 43%. Shot great free throws, 11 of 12, 92% for the Lady Tigers. I had them committing a total of 19 turnovers. 17 turnovers. No, that is 19. I can't do math anymore, Derek. 19 turnovers for the Lady Tigers and pretty good total of rebounds. I didn't get them added up before Coach Thornton jumped on with us. Leading the way, Kaylee Patton led the way in scoring she was second. She was also in double figures. She had 10. Boy, I'm struggling. Maddie Ryman had 17. She had 13 in the first half. But they held her to just 4 points, Derek, in the second half. Casey Bragg with 8. Brielle Harrison with 6. Nobody's going to leave my numbers now anyway. Emma Bonacamper with 4. Hallie Ship with 3. And Kennedy Patton chipped in a basket for a total of 50 for the Lady Tigers. For your Norwell Lady Knights, 19 of 43 from the field. That's 44% after shooting just 27% in the first half. They were 5 of 13 from beyond the arc. That's 38%. That's good enough after being 0 for 2 in the first half. And then 10 of 18 from the free throw line. You'd still like to see a little bit of improvement there. That's 56%. They committed 16 turnovers, and I had them for 25 rebounds. Now, the scoring was very balanced. Only Brielle Wilson, who didn't score in the first half, was in double figures. She had 12. And then it was consistency throughout the rest of the lineup. Brianne Barger, who I thought played a very good game again tonight, with 8 points. Then Aubrey Dunnick and Logan Rouse, each with 7. Logan struggled tonight. She only had 1 point in the first quarter, but made a couple big plays late.
Yeah.
Then Maya Shelton and Kaylee Felling, the freshman, with 6 points apiece. Lauren Bales hit a big 3 and a 2 for 5 points. And then Kylie Topp also hit 1 out of 2 threes. And, she was right in the middle of that turning point for the Knights in the midway through the third quarter.
What a balanced effort for the Lady Knights here tonight. And I think it's just a really good team win because everybody played a part in that win at the end. I mean, you could go through the entire list of everybody that played tonight and say they had an impact in the second half in that turning point. You have Shelton that came in and made some free throws at the end. Rouse, who had really struggled before the third and fourth quarters, especially the fourth quarter. She got a couple of rebounds, the huge and one that put him up 3. I mean, it's just everything comes down. Kylie Topp, who hasn't hit a 3 in I don't know how long, comes in and hits a 3 big. And I tell you what, and I know Warsaw was 11 for 12, and you can't ask for more than that.
No.
The 1-and-1 miss was huge because the game was tied. Norwell was making a run. The game was tied. And it is just, what a win. I mean, really, it's just a tremendous team win for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, it really was.
And 15 for 28 in that second half, so 54%, just under that. It's worth mentioning that Coach Thornton we've said many times that he doesn't sweat much, and there was some perspiration on the headset tonight. So,
well, I'll tell you what.
After that thrill ride in the second half,
they did not get the benefit of very many calls, and you don't expect to on the road, but some of them were so hard to not talk about.
Absolutely.
And we don't want to distract from the game by talking about the refs, but some of them were pretty blatant.
Yeah, they're impacting calls.
Impactful calls, that's right. Well, still, the Knights able to come out with a win here this evening at Warsaw. Derek, who's your player of the game for the Knights?
Boy, it is.
After a very balanced effort.
Yeah, it's such a difficult pick tonight. I mean, you can pick a number of players and make a good case for them. You could pick Brielle Wilson, who had a couple big threes, finally started to heat up. I'm going with Aubrey Dunnick.
Yeah.
She had 7 points, but in that fourth quarter, she got so many touches. She did such a good job finishing at the rim and hit 2 huge free throws down the stretch for a shooter that's not that good from the line. And it's also worked. Now, Norwell didn't score on this possession either. I believe it was Shelton that missed. I couldn't remember who missed. And she pulled down the offensive board to give Norwell another chance.
That's right.
She was right in the mix in that fourth quarter. My pick's Dunnick.
Yeah, it was actually Kaylee Filling, I think, that had that miss. Yeah. But, I'm going to agree with you, and we're going to go with that. Aubrey Dunnick was 0 for 4 in the first 3 quarters of this game. I did not have her for a rebound. In the fourth quarter alone, she had 7 points on 2 of 3 shooting, made 3 of 4 free throws, had an assist, and collected 5 rebounds.
Wow.
That is a full quarter of play for Aubrey Dunnick. Now, you can talk. There was I was very impressed again with Breanne Barger tonight. She only shot the ball 3 times, hit all 3 of them, hit both of her free throws. She was perfect shooting on the night. Collected, I had her for 6 rebounds. So a lot of great work tonight. Logan Rouse, after struggling, as you mentioned. But I tell you, my player of the game tonight as well, Derek, is Aubrey Dunnick. So that's what we'll go with.
Okay, sounds good. Norwell wins it 54-50. They trailed by as many as 18 in the third quarter, and they come back to win it. What a great night for Norwell basketball. The boys go on the road to Bluffton and win the cross-county rivalry 40-31. So both the Lady Knights and the Knights win their games here tonight. We will be back on the air with you, or at least I will be, coming up on December the 28th. That's next Thursday as the holiday tournaments begin. The boys will play in a 2-day Huntington North Columbia City tournament. They'll play 2 games each day, and then the girls go on the road to Plymouth on Saturday. We'll have those 2 games with you and for you as well. So we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas from all of us here at The Voice. On behalf of Greg Van Meter and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long, happy holidays, and God bless.